Welcome to Project Accountability. Hi everyone, I'm Swati Agarwal and this is my project, Project to Accountability. Well, this has been in the plan for quite some time, but it has only been in the plans, in the notes app, in my writing, in my diaries, but I've never been able to execute it. So, what is Project Accountability? Basically, I think so. You all can also relate. There has been a lot of ideas, a lot of projects in your mind which you have always been in the planning stage, but it has not come out in the open, in reality, and where we all think that someday I'll make this happen. But because of some reason or the other, we have not been able to make that happen. So this project accountability is all about keeping me accountable and also keeping you all accountable if there is something that you're also planning and you're also struggling to get it done. So, what is this actually about? If you are someone like me, you have been wanting to, you're looking for some kind of purpose in your life or something you're passionate about, something you want to do beyond your job. Well, I have been looking for it, and there are times when I realize, okay, this is something I want to do. This is something I want to pursue beyond my job, but I've never actually been sure. So I read somewhere that if you do not know what you want to pursue yourself. So in the journey to pursue myself, maybe I realized something that this is something that I actually want to do and pursue that even more passionately. But by that time, of pursue myself, what I understand is I'll just help myself grow in my journey of self-development. I'll just make myself accountable so that I am not going back to the planning stage again. I'm not stuck somewhere where I do not know what to do, and hopefully you all will help me along the way. I'll help you all along the way, and we can do this together. So in pursuing yourself, I've started this kind of project personally sometime now, be it 1 or 2 weeks, but this making a video and putting out there into the whole world, this has been in the planning stage for long. I have not done it, but today it's like a part of my journey which I am putting out and how it will be. So what I am trying to do via this project accountability is trying to grow myself in any and every way possible. Every week I'll come out here, I'll let you know what are the hits and misses for this week. You can let me know what you all have learned. You all can let me know what I missed. You can let me know what I did good and what I did not and what I should do better. I can help you all along the journey. So if there's anyone else who's struggling, who's still in the planning stage and is struggling to go beyond that, we are in this together, and hopefully we both can help each other out. So basically starting with how I'm trying to grow myself and how I'm trying to better myself every day. When I started this journey, I actually kind of segregated this journey in kind of 5 categories. 5 categories. These categories can be the same for us. It can be different for you. It is just some topics that I wanted to categorize my journey in. So first is obviously physical growth. No one is unaware as of now that physical growth, physical health, is actually the biggest wealth that you could have. And I, being a 28-year-old female, I know that I've been trying to be consistent with my physical journey for some time now, and I can say that I've been a little consistent, but obviously I'm here so that you can hold me accountable for it if I'm not. So in physical growth, the first thing is going to the gym for me, because I know I've tried home workouts, trying doing work, in the morning or in the evening after coming back, I'll do it at home. I know there are some very exceptional good videos out there in YouTube, but it has never worked for me. I've never been able to be consistent. So I knew I had to get a gym membership so that I can hold myself accountable, so that I can get my money's worth. So going to the gym is the one of the thing that I want to do in my physical growth. I've started going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week now, and hopefully I'm consistent beyond this as well. Second thing is eat clean. Actually, eat consciously clean. So it's not that always, I know I'll not avoid junk food altogether, and do not want to do that. I do not want to go to the diet culture or anything. I just want to eat consciously. I just want to be conscious about what I'm eating. Even when I know that I do not have, I'm not eating the most nutritious food, still I'm trying my best to make it the best as possible. Even if I'm eating outside, I'm trying to avoid some things which I know is not good for me. As someone who doesn't consume alcohol or smoke, I know it is better for because I know it is not good for my health. That's the only reason I do not do those things, and that's why I'm being conscious in eating also. I know sugar is also not good for me, but I love coffee, so sometimes it becomes difficult for me to avoid coffee, and I do not, because I know there are other parts of my cleaning habits which I'm better at. So if I'm treating myself with a coffee sometimes, then it is not bad. Third thing is movement. I cannot go to the gym every day, and I do not want to go to the gym every day, but I make sure, or I'm trying to make sure, that there's some kind of movement every day, be it 10 minutes walk, be it like I've also joined a swimming class, because as a 28-year-old, I do not know swimming at all. I started learning a little bit, so if I'm not going to the gym, then I'm going swimming. So some part or the other, some way or the other, the physical movement is happening. So that is the first category. Second category is the mental growth. We are very well aware that how much mental health is important in today's world, especially. So as someone who is an avid reader of non-fiction books, I've started reading more. I like reading non-fiction books, and that's why like it has helped me do that, be consistent in that. And not only non-fiction, I've started reading in general more, and because I like reading non-fiction books, it has helped me. Reading motivational, self-help, or in general, not even only books, some podcasts or videos, which I know will keep my mind calm, which I know will help me in this journey, and which I know will help me grow mentally as well. There are some of the people who might say that not all non-fiction books don't work, or it's a scam or something like that. But let me tell you, if you're saying that, then you're not reading non-fiction books correctly, or you do not know how to read it correctly. I've written a blog on it. If you want me to give that to you, do let me know. I'll put the link in the comment box. Because there are people who want to improve, who want to get into the habit of learning, reading non-fiction books, but they do not actually know how to do that and how to make those books work for you. Second part is journaling. Okay, so journaling is something that I did last year. I did it for 1.5 to 2 months, and it actually worked for me. It did wonders. But for whatever reason, I was not able to be consistent in that. It was not something that I continued, which I'm very regretful about, which I do not like. But I want to be consistent. So I'm wanting. This is something that I've not started yet, but it is in my radar to start. So I'm wanting to start journaling again, be it in the morning or at night before sleeping. But I want to start journaling again because I know it helps a lot. It gives a lot of clarity to your mind. Journaling with affirmations, because I like the affirmation things, and it worked for me. So I'm like, okay, why not? And before anyone says say that okay, they do not believe in this, or they are like it doesn't work, journaling or affirmation don't work, just let me tell you one thing. I believe in this. If me doing something good, it may not make myself miraculously good like the other day or in a week, but is that the activity inherently good or bad? Like if I am writing good things about myself, is it good or bad? Even if it will not work within 1 day or 2 or maybe weeks, it is nothing bad that I'm doing. So a lot of things that I get into thinking, this is it something bad? Will the side effects be bad, or if it actually works, will it be good? So even if you think that affirmations don't work, if you start doing it, it will not have any bad side effects on you. If it will have a good side effect. So why not do that? Why not see that actually what is this about? And the third thing is gratitude journaling kind of thing. So earlier when I used to watch videos on gratitude journaling, or when people used to say write 5 things you're grateful about at the end of each day, and then you'll be grateful about more, and universe will know that you're grateful about things, so it will give you more things to be grateful about. I thought it was BS. I never thought it will work. I'm like, there are days when my day is going horrible. Like literally there's nothing in my day to be grateful about. How do I write 5 things to be grateful about that day? But still, as I said before, I thought that be bad for me or good for me? And like, even if it will not be very good for me, it will not be bad for me. So let me just start doing it. So I started doing it. First few days were very easy. I'm grateful for my parents, for the food, for the job that I have, for the place that I live in, and this and that, for my friends, family. And then it kind of became repetitive. But then I was like, I'm being thankful to the same thing. Why will anything change? But then I realized I'm not always thankful for the same thing. Sometimes I'm thankful for the job that I have. Sometimes I'm thankful for the money that I get from my job, so that I can do the things that I want to do. So these are the things. Second thing is, even if I am grateful for the same things every day, it is not a bad thing. I'm grateful for the food that I eat every day, and I should be grateful. It's not a bad thing to be grateful about every day. The most important thing is, when I started doing this, subconsciously at random times during the day, I would be aware that okay, I have to write 5 things I'm grateful about. Till now nothing good has happened in my day. What will I write about? I do not want to write the same thing again. I want to write something new that I'm grateful about. Then I started doing, I'm not only grateful, like I'm happy to do it. then I actually started doing some things, be it randomly having a dessert. So I would write, I'm happy that I got to have a dessert today. Doing random things that would make me happy so that I can write in my gratitude journal. And because I was able to write in that gratitude journal and I had to write, I started doing things which would make me happy. So it was kind of loop, but it was a good loop that I am in, and it actually works. There will be days when you will forget to write, or there will be days when you will be like, I do not want to write, and that is okay. Like, no matter what, do not let one bad day take the overall what is the positive things, for positive effects from it. If you think that one day writing the journal you're not able to, let it be, but do that every day. So that's what I'm trying to do. There are days when I miss for a few days, but then I'm like, okay, I have to come back again. I cannot let this stop. So I write in my notes app because that's convenient for me. You can do it anywhere you want. The third category for me is creativity. So inherently I'm not a artistic person, if that's the word you want to use, but I know I'm a creative person. And how do I distinguish it? Like, I have not been a very great artist who draws so well in school and everyone was like, oh my god, what have you done? I have never been like that. But I know I've been a creative person, but because here and there were things that I used to do which you call as creative. Even after growing up, I have never, not doing anything. I've never stopped doing creativity overall. I like doing collages in schools. I remember I started doing mandalas and everything, and then doodling, which is like easy doodling and like just random, just to time pass and just to make myself. And I realized that actually does make me feel good, and my hands are engaged, my mind is engaged, I'm feeling good about it, I'm doing it, I'm passing my time doing something that is much better than doom scrolling. So it's like a win-win situation. So recently, and in general, I like to do easy to do artworks, easy to do art forms, which which anyone can do. I have also taken one workshop on such artwork, which I was not able to take more workshops, but to remind myself, I have to do that more. So like easy to do up, and it can be in any form. So one of the if I can give you an example, actually I'll make a video on it, I remember, so that I can let you know what are all the easy to do art forms that you can pick up, and which is, no matter how you think you're bad at it, at arts or creative things, you'll be able to do it, and it will be very good for you. So one of the things that I started doing is art journaling. Like normal art journaling, it's nothing. It's just literally, sometimes it's black pen and sketch pens. Like, you do not need a lot of things, sketch pens and a black pen. If you search just art journaling, you'll get normal ideas. It's just an idea to draw random things which comes to your mind. If there's nothing come to your mind, go to Google and search and just draw it. It will actually give you like some things to look forward to. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I have to do this, and then I'm like, I go to Google, I look for art journaling, and something that resonates to me, I just start drawing, and it's a good thing. It makes me happy. That's the gist of it. It just makes me happy. One of the other thing that I started doing is junk journaling, which is very interesting because I saw a lot of videos and I was not very sure if I'll be able to do it. So people do junk journaling on a very regular basis. They do it every day for everything. But I started, because I'm very new to it, I started doing it for specific events. For example, the other day I went to a cafe. So it was Mara Coffee Coaster. So I got a bookmark from there, and then there was name card was there, and then I just printed a picture, and then I wrote something. I went to a bookstore, so I wrote the name of the books that I bought also. So it's basically anything that you get during the process. If you're going somewhere, you can get napkins. It'll be there. There'll be sometimes there'll be some kind of souvenir. People do grocery junk journaling where they put the receipt, they cut out the name of the place where they've gone to from the shopping bag, and some of the labels of the things that they bought. It's a very therapeutic process. Why? Because you start romanticizing the process from the very beginning. Even if you're doing a mundane task, even if you're doing something interesting, that is obviously there. Even if you're doing something mundane, you'll be like, okay, you start planning from before when you're going. If you're going grocery shopping, you start planning, okay, this is that I can put in my journal. So that whole process becomes interesting first, and then when you come back and then when you're actually doing it, you're trying to make it as decorative. It's up to you. You can make it as decorative, as simple, whatever feels good for you. So now again, the process of grocery shopping was also interesting for you, and then after coming back again, you are indulging yourself into something that is making you happy. So it romanticizes the whole process from the beginning to the end, and it is actually very good for you. You can do it on an everyday basis, or like occasional basis, or event basis. Like I went somewhere, so I'm doing on basis on that. I get some things, I get some napkins, or you get some affirmation cards some places. If you go to stores, you'll get what to say, some of the sugar sachets, if you see, that will be there. So all that you can get things to put in your junk journal from there. That is there. And I have also doing, if you see, I've also doing some kind of assemblage art. So it was nothing. I went to Goa and Pondicherry and I bought a few shells and I just stuck it together and it's looking like an art piece. So like it works. So that's what these are, the all as I said, easy to do things that I've started doing. I'll make a video of it so that you can, whatever I have done till now, and I want to pursue further so that you can also take ideas from that and start doing. Now the fourth thing, that is the most important part of it, one of the most important, is the intelligence. How do I keep my brain working? How do I get my attention span back? And how do I not let myself doom scroll the whole day? So I had 4 categories actually: intelligence and others, and I'll just club it and I'll let you know. So one of the thing to let my brain work is actually doing something that makes me actually upskilling myself, not only in the way that is necessary for my career, but in general also. So what is I mean in general also is, like, I am someone who likes to take courses here and there, especially if it's easy or free or very affordable. So like last month I started to think that maybe I should open a cloud kitchen, and I don't know anything about a cloud kitchen, and there was one course which was of, I think so, 99 rupees or 200 rupees of a cloud kitchen, which I'm not even sure from which academy it was, but I just took it. I did 1 or 2 classes, not the entire course, but I did 1 or 2 classes and I actually did learn something about it. So it was not something that I maybe had not applied it till now, but it was not something that I learned zero from it. I did learn something from it. So, and then I am also wanting to learn about, obviously, because AI is the new trend now. So I've started taking Coursera is some place where you can take courses. YouTube is a place you can do courses. So I did roll into an generative AI course, which is, I think so, starting next week or the week after. So these are the some things that I am keeping myself, on my toes, so that I just want to upskill, not only for my job, because that is obviously, that's something we'll do, but beyond that as well, so that it keeps our brain working. Then the other thing that I started doing is that was also to avoid doom scrolling, because whenever we thought of no doom scrolling, we were always restricted to, how do I stop this? How do I stop doom scrolling? How do I restrict my social media? How do I put a timer to it? Like, our thought process would, like, at least my thought process is limited to that. How do I stop this thing, rather than what do I do with the time when I'm not doom scrolling? I've written a blog on that as well. Do let me know if you want to read that. So I shifted my perspective, because I have made myself and my body so accustomed to coming back from office and just laying in bed and doom scrolling for 1 or 2 hours. Now that I do not want to do that, I have to give myself to something else to do, and that has to be as easy, at least in the beginning, so that I do not have to make an extra effort. So for that, a few things that I did, I knew that I'll be on my phone. So the few things that I did was downloaded some puzzle or some games which is better than doom scrolling. Like I said earlier, is it good or bad? Like, my level of comparison was doom scrolling. So anything was better than doom scrolling. So I downloaded apps like Sudoku, Wordle, and because I love Sudoku, so there were times when I did 5 to 10 Sudokus in a day, and like it took my time 1 or 2 hours, and I was happy with it. I'm not saying that is the best thing. Believe me, I know it is not to be obsessed with something, like to be obsessed with something else rather than, but because my level of comparison was doom scrolling, so I'm like, something is better than doom scrolling as of now. Like, anything else that I'm obsessed with in a healthier way, will be better than doom scrolling. Before that, what I did was, I kind of made my Instagram feed boring. Not boring per se, but something that I know will kind of be helpful, if not be entirely helpful. Like, I will not say that I learn a lot from Instagram, but it's not that I do not learn zero. So I made my feed, I followed pages which I know were either motivational or business related, or like I said, I'm going into AI, so AI related, or because sometimes I love to cook, so food related or something, so that even if I am wasting my time on Instagram, I'm learning 0.1% from it, at least a little. And if I get bored of that stuff, then I know that I have something else to do. So I started, first I said Sudoku, Wordle, and I know that I'll be bored from these games also, but so I'll keep searching for such things which can replace doom scrolling, but obviously in a better way. And then I also downloaded Duolingo. I know some of you will be like, oh, you do not learn a lot from Duolingo, it's slow, this and that. And so, like, coming back to my point again, is it better? It is definitely better than doom scrolling. Even if my whole course from Duolingo is ended, and still I learn only 5% of Spanish or French, like I'm learning Spanish right now. still it will be much better than my doom scrolling for the same amount of time that I was doing Duolingo. And Duolingo has a chess course also right now, and I also wanted to learn chess, so that's when also I started. I just knew how the pieces move, but I had no idea about the strategic planning and everything. Okay, so now the last thing that I also did was to avoid doom scrolling, and in general, not only to avoid doom scrolling, but in general to keep my brain working and to gain random knowledge or and the things that I was curious about. Like earlier, I think so you all also would have done. You'll have saved some post on Instagram where like, okay, this is a topic that I'm interested about. This I'll read about it sometime, or this is a podcast that I like. This is the video that I'll watch. Like something informative, and you just save it and you keep it. You think, okay, you'll do it when you are free, when you're free that time, but you're not doing it. So every time when you think about going and watching the video, you're gonna have to go to on Instagram, where you have to go to the save post, and then you have to see what you want to like, what you want to do or listen to or read about. And that again, like for me, it became a trap again, because again when I open Instagram, I'm like, okay, I'll scroll sometime and then I look at that, and then that trap was not good. So what I did was, of all the topics or specific blogs or podcasts or videos that I knew that I wanted to watch about or read about, I actually wrote that. Like I wrote that specifically with proper headings and everything. Like I took some time and like, okay, I'll write about it. I know I want to not learn about it, but I want to read about it. I'm interested in it. So why not create a list of all those topics, and anyone can do that. You can be interested in any random thing, and once you start reading about those or start listening to those, you'll be interested. So you are investing in something, you're investing your time in learning or reading or listening about something which you're interested in, and it is also not rotting your brain. You're not doom scrolling, you're not in your phone uselessly. It is giving at least some kind of output, positive output is there. So like you can be interested in fashion, and you can learn about how the old fashion houses like Dior and Chanel, how did it get started, what was the very origin. Like obviously those are not new. From where did it come from? If you're interested in cooking, then any cooking of any particular state, country, you can learn about the food, the cuisines, anything, be it anything. And even if you're not interested right now, but I want to be interested, like for example, I'm not very interested in sports in general, but I wanted to be interested in some kind of sports. So I looked up for Formula 1 was going on that time when I started thinking, and then Formula 1 I was not interested. So I thought, okay, look for MotoGP. So I started looking for some videos and something. So even if I'm not like, full expert on MotoGP right now, I know if I watch a game now, I'll be able to understand some things. I'll understand, okay, the laps they are doing. I know that Marc Marquez is the one who's the number one rider as of now in MotoGP. Very random knowledge, but I'll not have zero knowledge on it. And if I in future want to develop more interest, I can look for more videos, I can look for more games. And not only that, in general there are topics which I know very little or nothing about, but I know that I should know, and also I want to know. So those are the topics that I wrote, and then I made a list of it, that these are the things that I want to learn about, these are the things that I wanted to read about. Some of these are like general topics, like very random general topics which I just read somewhere on Instagram, like, okay, I'll write this, I want to learn about it. And if you see the red ones, these are the ones that I've already read. So like, this is also one kind of satisfaction, a dopamine hit, that it gives it, okay, these are the things that I wrote about, these are the things I've highlighted, these are the things that I've already learned, I know it. So all these doing all kind of things, like it has kind of, you get the effect twice. Once while you're doing it, you actually feel good about it, you learn something, and also once you have done it, after that also you feel good. And because you have done it, it felt good, doing that felt good, after that you felt good because you completed that, you'll want to do that again. So like I have heard this 1,000 times, just do it. Like just do it. Like if you want to learn something, or you want to create something, just do it. Do not stop, do not plan or do this, just do it. But I never understood that when I actually started doing it. Every time I was like, okay, I'll do this, I'll plan this, and I'll do this and that, but the whole planning stage was long, and it started being longer and longer, and I was never actually able to execute that. And I was like, this is not how it is, and this is not how it should be. I should be able to do the things without having to plan for such long day. Even this YouTube video that you're seeing, as I said, I've started this journey of mine, at least personally, for some time. I've not been very consistent, and that's why to hold myself accountable, this project accountability started. And also even this YouTube video, I started about doing this for like a long time that I cannot even remember. I've written topics, I've written scripts, everything, but then like today, one fine day, literally a random Sunday afternoon, I'm like, I'll have to do it. I have to start it. Otherwise, it'll never get started. There'll never be a perfect time, perfect place. I'll have to start when I know, even when I am not sure about it. I don't know if the people will resonate to it or not. I don't know if it will help people or not, but I know that putting it out there in the world, I'm holding myself accountable for it, and I'm inviting you, all of you, in this journey to hold yourself accountable, to hold me accountable, so that we both can hold each other accountable, because it is something that I think everyone is looking for, a kind of purpose or a growth in themselves. Even if the people who are actually doing good in life, if you see, they're always looking out for something more to do. So this is like a start of the journey. So if you're someone like you has also been stuck in the planning phase like me, this is the right time, and this is the space for you too. This is a safe space for you to start your journey. Let me know if you want to, if you want me to make specific video on any of the topics that I told you about. There are a lot of things that I want to talk to you all about. There are a lot of things that I want to learn from you all. And this is why I have created this project accountability, to learn, make you learn, to learn from you all, and just go on this journey of, personal growth in every way, basically. So let's stop overthinking, start doing this, and see where this journey takes us together.